Urgent announcement. Unidentified spatial rifts have appeared around the world, swarming with aggressive creatures. Please escape to abandoned shelters. Antibiotics are a must. I found antibiotics, but I encountered a common ant. A head-on confrontation would be certain death. The broken metal support is also dried gasoline stains. Haha, go see the king of hell. That thing destroyed my home. You're back. Are you hurt? Mom, I'm fine. I found the medicine. You'll get better soon, silly child. Mom knows she won't survive this. Mom, you'll get better. We promised to wait together until the day our home is restored. Listen to Mom. Your father, wasn't he in the early stages of the cataclysm? He was drafted into the most secret unit and went to the Sky Tower, humanity's last stronghold. He might still be alive. Sky Tower. Dad, this is what your father left behind. Live on. Go find your father. Live well, Mom. I will live. Find Dad. Find everything. To survive, first find water, then find a safe place to spend the night. Where does the north wind and dampness come from? Good luck. You beast, come here. Bus fuel tank. The car might still have residual electricity, which could ignite the oil stains and cables, triggering a chain reaction. That should be enough. Looks like we need to find an opportunity to rescue them quickly. Hurry up and get in. Hey kid, can you even walk after what you've done? We need to get out of here quickly. The explosion will attract more aliens. Thanks. Otherwise, this old body of mine will be finished today. My name is Lao Lei, a scavenger. And you? I'm Jiang You. Your skills aren't those of an ordinary scavenger, haha. You trained for a few years before the cataclysm, kid. Who taught you those trap techniques? I figured them out myself to survive. Interested in finding a safer place to systematically learn how to deal with those monsters? Where's the Dawn training camp? It's in the northwest. I think you're a talent. Can you receive messages from the Tower of the Sky there? Side the Tower of the Sky is a top secret, but outstanding trainees do have a chance to be selected. Do you know anyone in the tower? No, I'm not sure. Win-win, this feeling. How come this kid has the captain's accessory from back then? If you want to go, come with me tomorrow at dawn. I know this area well, but the training camp isn't child's play. People will die. You need to think carefully. I have nothing to be afraid of anymore. Just lead the way. Jiang Yu's surname is Jiang, and this resonance. Kid, is it a coincidence or the captain's doing? Let me test you properly. This kid. From now on, it's up to you. Remember, talk less and observe more. What kind of place is this? There's not even air conditioning. Sister Wei, bear with it. Energy control here, another peasant. Welcome everyone. The first lesson for entering the Dawn training camp. Overcome fear. You will. This screeching creature is in the same room. Whoever can't stand it should press the red SOS button in the corner. That also means elimination. It's out. Run. Where's the Hanyo? Help. Don't come any closer. Danger. Hide behind me. Weightlessness means strong winds. People are used to falling from heights. The forest has its residual scent, so they'll subconsciously avoid the ventilation ducts. There's wind, which means it leads outside. Don't run around. It locates by sound. Everyone shut up and slowly retreat behind the iron cage. Come with me. What are you doing? There's an old drainage channel below. It might lead outside. Help pry it open. Hurry up, or the alien will be here soon. Are you alright? Your eyes are in the infirmary. Everyone else, continue training. Oh, you're awake. Let's observe you a bit more. Your body has no reaction at all. That's the most dangerous thing. What's going on? What's that number above the medic's head? 278 5 minutes. That's how long he can live. My eyes. Did that seriously injured, unconscious cadet next to the medic just die 5 minutes ago? Should I report this? Oh my god. My right, I can actually see everyone's life bar. His health is recovering well, but my right, I might be sensitive to bright light. Be careful. Doctor, how long can he hold on? His condition is unstable. It might get infected this afternoon. It will worsen and become infected in 2 days at most. What nonsense are you talking about? The medics all said it's nothing. Wait, there is indeed abnormal redness and swelling at the edge of the incision. It's worsening. Kid, how did you see that? Your intuition is right. There's necrotic tissue deep in his wound. If it's not treated, it will ulcerate. Surgery has been arranged. How did you find out? Unlucky, right? Thanks, brother. I almost died. I didn't expect my right eye could save lives and extend his life. Cross the field and reach the finish line. Being hit in a vital spot 3 times by the dummy or triggering the scene will result in immediate elimination. Start. Damn it. It seems my drone needs another upgrade. Come on. How is this possible? He's like he's watched a movie. This is terrifying. Tell me, how did you do that? Of course, I saw it with my eyes. Why was I suddenly notified to come here to see the second special instructor? Who is your reaction speed? Your battlefield intuition is excellent, but fancy dodging won't last more than 3 minutes in real damp conditions. You're Lao. Let us get to know each other again. Special training camp, stand still. Instructor Lei gang. Instructor Lei, thank you for your guidance. I'm here to stand. Question mark. What were your eyes looking at just now? Nothing. I just felt the instructor's aura was very strong. Sure enough, your reaction exceeded the scope of regular training. Starting today, we'll add 2 hours of training every night. I'll personally hone your skills. ULL start training tomorrow night. Also, be careful ahead. Adney is too interested to see his health bar. He only asks me. It seems my right eye can't see through Xiao Jia, who is much stronger than me. Tomorrow's high-risk obstacle course is best to apply to be a bystander. Why? I've been waiting for QQ for a long time. I heard you can touch the real thing. You're not in good condition. Something might happen. What could happen? Don't think I'm too young to scare me. Quit. You, don't talk nonsense. Xiao Jia is clever. It's just your weird talk. Don't rely on your own people. Trust me, okay? I know you care about your brothers, but the instructor said anyone who's afraid to go to combat training is a coward. No more sleep. Get some rest. 2 people in a group, wearing sensor vests, will be hit by simulated attacks hidden in the obstacle course. Rubber bullets and low-voltage electric shocks will hit vital points more than 3 times. If the vest goes berserk, it's elimination. That's where the robbery is. Please use the rope on the right. Hurry. Jiang You, how did you know there was something wrong with the wooden board? Listen to the sound. That wooden board has a hollow echo, brother. Thanks. It's so itchy, like something is drilling inside. Death warning. The target has bone-corroding parasitic wasp larvae. The larvae need 10 minutes to mature and break through the body. At that time, the host's spine will dissolve and die instantly. The larvae survive for 10 minutes after breaking through the body. Everyone get up. Xiao Jia has been parasitized. Go call the military doctor, quick. I'll go call the medical officer. The larvae are embedded in the 3rd cervical vertebral suture. Forcibly removing it close to nerves and blood vessels carries extremely high risks, potentially leading to paralysis and preventing bleeding. The larva's head is currently facing downwards and to the left. There's a small blood vessel branch 0.3 centimeters to its right front, and the main nerve bundle is to its left rear. Make an incision 2 millimeters deep along the edge of its carapace from its 2 o'clock position to avoid major blood vessels and nerves. How can you see so clearly and describe it so specifically? I can feel it. Believe me, time is running out. I'll stop now. Be careful not to touch its tentacles. The phone will burrow to the lower right. Prepare the tweezers to guide your direction quickly. Unbelievable. You're practically X-ray vision. You snatched his life from the jaws of death. I'm sorry, I was stubborn yesterday. Without you, I'd be dead. Brother Jiang You, you gave me this life. From now on, my life, Xiao Jiez, is yours. Don't talk nonsense, just focus on recovering. The Go parasite also has a health bar. Its eye abilities are still evolving. The next time I see bone-eating parasitic wasp larvae in the training camp is the first time in 3 years. They need a live host to lay eggs in a closed environment. Last night, all entrances to the camp were monitored without any abnormal intrusion. You knew 2 days in advance that Xiao Jia would be in trouble. Yesterday, you precisely guided the surgery, even knowing the location of the larvae, blood vessels, and nerves perfectly. Shouldn't you say something? I said it was observation and intuition. This is beyond the scope of intuition. The only reasonable explanation is that you knew the intelligence in advance, or even that you were the one who brought the eggs in. It wasn't me, I didn't do it. Don't frame me. Explain clearly, otherwise I have the right to transfer you to the Internal Affairs Department for interrogation as a potential threat. How could his health or be abnormal? But we can't investigate further at this moment. I couldn't stop myself. I really saw it with the naked eye. The golden toddler could see other people's life countdowns and internal abnormalities. It sounds like a fantasy. Don't be nervous. Come on, classmate. Look at the two of us. Do we have numbers above our heads? Researcher B's head shows. But there's a small area behind your left shoulder with independently fluctuating red light spots indicating 15 minutes. I don't know what that is, but it just moved a little, about 2 steps towards the back of your neck. Ha. I've been discovered. These eyes are really in the way. Go to hell. So fast. I want your eyes. Let's see if you have the ability. People outside, did you see that? He's the spy. Damn, I've been set up. Run. This is my hunting ground. Let's see where you can run now. Ha. You've escaped. Yuri really hard to deal with. Gotcha. Yuri getting in my way. Come out now. You have nowhere to escape. What? This way, come with me. Quick, why are you shut up? Escape first. I overheard the conversation between the decent instructor and the Internal Affairs Department in the infirmary. They were going to conduct in-depth testing on you. Actually, it's human experimentation. Sure enough, I knew things weren't that simple. You all have to die? There's no way out. The ventilation duct won't open. It requires a password to open. Damn it. What do I do, Jiang You? Ah, no, watch me. The sage won't let this go. It really is a remotely controlled parasite. Instructor Lei, are you leaving here first? The masked person is coming soon. Look at this, number 843. Jiang Tianxing's life perception ability appeared. The last recorded time was 3 years ago, on the eve of the fall of Taching. This is my father. I've finally found information about my father. Jiang You, judging from your ability fluctuation curve, the similarity is 97.3%. You're the same as that person, even more complete. Jiang You, you can actually see the life bar progress. It's true. I can see the health bar and remaining lifespan. Your father. It was because the fatal flaw of the experiment was discovered that the injected subjects would eventually mutate into monsters, that they were forced to escape with the core data. You, Jiang You, are a naturally awakened judge bloodline. Some people believe your genes are the final key to perfecting the original blood experiment. So the iron-faced instructor captured me for experiments. Not only him, but at least 1/3 of the high-ranking officers in his camp have already defected to the exploitation faction. They want to use your blood to create a mass-produced army of ability users. How many people would that kill? They brought in Leo. You now have 2 choices. Come with me to the Tower of the Sky to find the truth about your father's bleeding, or stay in the camp. But next time I won't. I'll definitely save you, Brother Lei. I know you handed over the sesame oil inside. I can ignore your betrayal. I'll go with you. I'll also go down to the old subway tunnel. Let's hurry. Okay. Anyway, we'll have to participate in the combat assessment sooner or later. Accidental death, there is common. Son, if you see this, it means you've awakened. Remember, don't trust anyone who shows a health bar. The first combat assessment is in 3 days. The location is the combat training ground converted from the old industrial area of simulated ruins number 7. Iron-faced instructor just failed to capture us. He will definitely tamper with things during the assessment. There are 3 high-risk areas marked on the map, but Iron-faced will tamper with things. He even came to borrow money in the safe zone. Smart. So we need to prepare in advance. Regular communications will be monitored during the assessment. This is an encrypted channel. Only the 3 of us can communicate. Also, your ability is the biggest advantage. Once you find any abnormal health bar or signs of danger, notify immediately. Do you understand, Instructor Lei? Why are you helping me? You're also a member of the military. 3 years ago, when the Sky Tower fell, my special operations team was ordered to escort Dr. Jiang You to evacuate. We failed. Your father is missing. All my teammates have sacrificed themselves. I'm alive to find out the truth and give my brothers an explanation. I will find my father and find out what happened back then. Watch my newly upgraded funny drone. This time I can control 5 at the same time. Follow me closely. No matter how good your eyes are, close combat is a weakness. Don't worry, I'll hide behind you. The assessment rules are simple. 5 people per team enter the simulated ruins and survive for 6 hours. Kill one type to get points. Being killed means elimination. The final ranking is based on points. But I have to warn you, there are 3 live aliens that were just captured from the battlefield mixed in with this simulated ruins. They won't show you any mercy. Weren't we supposed to only have mechanical aliens in training? People will die? It's not too late to quit now. Nobody follows the rules in the apocalypse. I'm excited. Those purple patterns are pulsating. 50 meters ahead. Safe. Wait. There's a heat signal in the right passage. Retreat. It's a war general level armored beast. This is not a level we should be dealing with. Shao Jia dodge. Damn, his bones are so hard. Lin Wei lured him to look up. Drones are preparing to attack. Oral Academy. Use ropes to lasso his hind legs. Ah, the swarm is aiming at his mouth. The joint is right now. Mingwei, hurry up. I saw it. How do you know he's focused on closing up? First, finish off the general level enemy. They have strong vitality and might even counterattack. Let me handle this. The drone also has an electric shock function, etc. This is a human's military tag. How could it be worn on a creature? Is the assessment over? Please return to your dormitories in succession. Is this to confirm points? Jiang You Mingwei Xiaojia. Killing a general-level enemy adds an extra 500 points. Where did this come from? From the neck of that armored beast. Li Weigua, the best heavy machine gunner of the Nirvana Legion, was killed in action. But if he died, his military tag should be on the martyr's wall. His body was buried on the alien's neck. It might be a spoil of war picked up by the alien. The battlefield is chaotic, anything is possible. From which battlefield was that armored beast captured? The military aircraft never called Sharp Fist. I know about this. You guys go rest first. The show has just begun. Put on your dark action suits and equipment. Meet in the subway tunnel in an hour. Be sure to go alone. Sure enough, he found a clue. Li Wei, wake up. Who? Instructor Lei found something and wants me to come over, but I need support. Xiaojia, call him too. Those gadgets might come in handy. Xionggu, in the middle of the night, Instructor Lei found Li Wei was... Things might be more serious than we thought. Can I hack in on the road to take a look? No nonsense, get ready. Instructor Lei said, are you really going to take me alone? Since he dared to send the message, he guessed I would bring someone. And I have a bad feeling. Hela is scheduled to arrive 13 minutes earlier. What's in the file? Li Weigua's last action record. 3 years ago, on the night the Sky Tower fell, his squad was ordered to escort a batch of high-risk samples from the main tower to the number. The record shows that they arrived successfully, but 3 hours later all external communications of the facility were cut off. 3 days later, it was discovered that the interior of the facility had become a nest of aliens. All personnel were presumed dead and no bodies were found. How could the dog tag appear on an alien captured 3 years later? That's the problem. The capture record shows that the armored beast was found in the abandoned ventilation shaft of the number 13 facility, and the capture time was 2. That means that there are still living aliens active in the number 13 facility, and there may even be something else. I'm going to take a look at the number 13 facility. You can go back and pretend you don't know about this. I'm going with you. I'm going to. Add me. I can crack the facility's file system. Keep up, remain silent, and follow my instructions. There are surveillance cameras at the entrance and 2 hidden sentries. At 2 o'clock, there's a sentry in the shaft. Just like your father, no more accurate. How do I get in? Give me 3 minutes. I can interfere with the monitoring signal for 30 seconds, but the infrared sensor must. Its sensing range has blind spots. Go in through the gap in the collapsed wall on the right, stick to the wall, and walk to the bottom of the water tank. Then, I know there's a maintenance. Follow me. This smells like something rotten for years, a bit fishy. Trapped inside, the teacher's 7p fusion body stability has increased to 41. Although the loss of consciousness rate is still as high as 93. These things won't survive 72 hours. What the higher-ups want are controllable biological weapons that can be deployed on the battlefield, not these twitching chunks of flesh. What do you know? 3 years ago, Jiang You destroyed all the mature samples. We started from scratch. To have made this much progress is already. Don't mention Jiang You, that traitor. If it weren't for him, we would have had a mutant army long ago. Speaking of which, has that armored beast fusion that escaped 2 weeks ago been dealt with properly? Was it captured by those people at the special training camp? But don't worry, it's been arranged as a real combat assessment. Iron Mask will handle any accidents. That fusion still has the experimental subject's identification tag around its neck. What if it gets recognized? So what if it is? Who would believe that mutants were once humans? Besides, those who know the truth are either dead or on our side. The officers are also controlled, just like Iron Mask. You've gone too far by turning humans into mutants. 3 years ago, I saw Dr. Jiang for the last time in front of this door. The door is locked. I need an access card. Give me 1 minute. This kind of old-fashioned electronic lock is easy to crack. I must check everything is normal. 2 people on the left, 3 people on the right. They will meet here in 20 seconds. Are you socializing? Done. Find a place to hide. Quick, I think I heard a sound just now. Rats. There are more rats than people here. Open up. Jiang You. You and Instructor Lei go in. Lin Wei and I will guard the exit for you. This tape recorder still has electricity. Recording time, July 16th, the 3rd year of the Cataclysm. I am Jiang You, Chief Researcher of the Tower of the Sky, with military badge number 843. Everyone who hears this recording, please destroy all original blood samples. We were wrong. Original blood is not the key to evolution, it's Pandora's box. While it modifies the body, it devours the host's consciousness. Experimental data proves that all injectors will be completely alienated. The voice here is my father's voice. So that's how it is. I have sealed all the book samples of those missing comrades in the vault on the 7th underground floor of Taching. The password is my wife Wanqing's birthday. But if anyone hears this recording, it means my ecstasy plan has failed. Please find my son Jiang You. Only by naturally awakening the bloodline of the judge can. Ah, they broke in. Listen, if something happens to me, Jiang You, my son Yufu will guide you. Don't believe anyone who shows a 3 question mark health bar. They have been. Dad, are you still alive? Jiang You, don't worry. No matter what, I will find Dr. Zhang's whereabouts. Lei Gang, Jiang You, I know you're inside. Lay down your weapons and surrender. This is the final warning. You've been betrayed. This isn't the truth we're looking for. Don't rush. Let me show you something. It's impossible that it wasn't your father. Your father wouldn't be able to see clearly. This is the truth about the fall of Taching 3 years ago. Your father, Jiang You, personally released the first king-level Abyss Devourer, causing the tragic deaths of 170,000 soldiers and civilians. This video is fake, it's been edited. Dr. Zhang's mission at the time was to destroy samples, not to release. Now, lay down your weapons and surrender. Considering your past achievements, I can apply for leniency. There are 17 unnatural gaps in the footage they're composited. He's using lies to provoke me, iron-faced instructor. You say my father is a traitor? Then why don't you dare come to confront him personally? Are you afraid I'll see the health bar above your head? What health bar? That constantly fluctuating purple mist above your head, and those unknown numbers, the parasitic tendrils on the edges. Do I need to describe it in more detail? I never thought soy sauce could see the same thing as described in the report. Instructor, did you successfully release the anesthetic gas? I want soy sauce alive. But Instructor Lei Gang is also inside. If necessary, he can be killed. Lei Gang is suspected of treason. The anesthetic gas is not necessarily safe. You can't stay here any longer. You'll reach the coma depression threshold in 30 seconds. There are people below the bay window, is a sitting duck. There's a slight airflow behind the bookshelf. They even prepared this. Password error. You have 2 more chances. Try the date of the tower's fall or identity verification. Confirm the bloodline of Tianxing. Go ahead, there's a problem. Although he used to be strict, he would never issue a kill order to his teammates. The iron-faced instructor has been promoted. I can see his health bar is wrapped in a purple energy. That energy has its own consciousness and is being controlled, just like those fusion beings in Facility 13. Target spotted. Open fire. What? The one on the left? Look at the top. It's been overused. Are you insisting? The exit should be just ahead, but Iron Face won't let us out easily. Brother Yu's encrypted signal is still moving. We're almost at exit 3. The people from Iron Face and the outside are not safe. We need at least 20 people. This won't do. I need the company to prepare electromagnetic interference, but at most 10 seconds is enough. I will let them handle it. You interfere, you provide backup. Amazing. You actually found the escape route. Jiang Tianxing left. But the game ends here. There are too many people. Brother Nyo, I'm going to interfere. You guys find an opportunity to run to the northeast corner of the wrecked car pile. His consciousness is struggling. Sacrifice and control are unstable. Instructor, do you still remember? 3 years ago in the ruins of Tower City, you held the body of your fallen comrade and swore to see the day humanity rebuilds its home. I promised him to shut up. That's in the past. Now I only believe in power. Shoot. Robbery. Don't let them escape. Close your eyes. 3 seconds later. Now. Hey Ball, you're so cool. The flashbang timing was perfect. Your eyes are bleeding. What the hell? I've been watching for too long, but my gut feeling tells me the truth about Iron Mask being controlled. What truth? He has a parasitic core embedded in the back of his neck. That thing is absorbing his life force while releasing purple energy to control his nerves. Meteor has his own health bar, 42 remaining. Can it be taken out? Unless he consents or you kill him, you can't escape. Hand over your glasses, and I can let you die a quick death. Only 1 magazine left. Prepare to enter the station and break out. No, I want to expose him and let everyone see the truth. Finally, you're not running away anymore. Iron-faced instructor is the 3rd vertebra in the back of your neck. The wound has never healed and is getting itchier. Every night, I can hear someone talking in my head, right? How do you know? Because he's in your body. That's not an injury, it's a parasite. He's eating your life and using your body as a vessel. Instructor, is what he said true? Shut up. All of you shut up. I wasn't controlled. I did it willingly. For power, for survival. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. What? What? Shot me? He's forcing me to hurt you. I can't take it anymore. Instructor, tell me who it is. The prophet appeared after the fall of Tower City, saying he could give me the power to protect the rest. But I didn't know the answer was this. It doesn't matter now, though, because the path of the sky has fallen. The prophet himself led the attack and breached the last line of defense 3 days ago. Your human fortress is finished. What? Tower City has fallen? Impossible. We received regular communications yesterday. That was a recording, you fool. Tower City is now a paradise for the new humans. All the rebels have become experimental subjects, including your beloved Dr. Jiang Tianxing. Ha ha ha, you're talking nonsense. Go find the sword of truth deep within Facility 13. Your father left it there. Hurry. Listen to me. We must leave here immediately. Go to the Chamber of Truth. There might be a way to sever this connection there. Has it really fallen? Then the poison gas didn't come in, right? Zhang Jixing, stop. Yellow hair might be waiting for us outside. This is where father's last resting place was located. I see this message indicating that the danger zone has been breached. All related research data has been physically destroyed. The only backup is located in the main control core of the Tower of the Sky. The password is Yu Heir's birthday in the late Qing dynasty. Do not try to save those who have been deeply parasitized. Their lives are bound to the parasite. Kill the parasite. The host is dead. The only backup is in Tower City, but Iron Face says that Tower City has fallen. There are enough backups there. Wait. The terminal is receiving This is the military emergency channel of the Tower of the Sky. The signal is weak. Go to rescue. This is the temporary commander of the Tower of the Sky. Qishui Tower is under attack by a group of monarch level. The defense line has collapsed to the 3rd district. Request all those who have received the message. Allied units urgently need support. Commander Qishui, are you still alive? Lei Gang, is that Lei Gang's voice? Where are you? Taching needs support. Hey, there's no time. Taching's energy core has been damaged by the lava beast. The protective shield can only hold for a maximum of 7 days. If there are no reinforcements within 7 days, all 170,000 residents of the city will perish. Tell Dr. Jiang, son, if you are still alive, don't come to Taching. This place has become a death trap. Repeat, don't come. The city only has 7 days left. Your father told us not to go. It is precisely because he told us not to go that we must go. You all know the situation. The Tower of the Sky is humanity's last fortress. Now it needs reinforcements. This operation is voluntary. Those who are afraid of death can withdraw now. Instructor, we are training for this day. Do it. Ichio, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. First team, second team, I'm on plane number 1. Third team, plane number 2, logistics and technical group. You are allowed to join as a special tactical advisor. This is your father's old armband. The Tower of the Sky Chief Scientific Research Guard Team. I haven't passed the formal assessment yet. A small mistake can lead to disaster. The previous encirclement was more real than any assessment. Now I need your eyes. I'm going to. And me, my drone. Reconnaissance and jamming are definitely useful. Keep up. Two tigers and a fox, low health. Beware of wild boars 5 kilometers ahead. You should be able to avoid them. Captain suggests heading 7 degrees east and climbing 200 meters. There is a high density of alien species 5 kilometers ahead. The radar is not showing it. Ah, his no. Oh, intuition. Consultant Zhang, how did you know? Intuition. Jiang Ying, the same again. Next, I just want to ask you, what can you see that we can't see? Right? Everyone has secrets. This isn't a secret. In Taching, we need to completely trust each other. Tell me, do you have any other skills like that woman in the game? Shit, what? What is the bloodline of Guo 1? Never mind. We'll talk about it when you want to. Instructor Lei, why are you also a question mark? A surprise attack. A large number of 4-limbed dragons replenished from above the clouds. The number exceeded 50. Wait a minute. Everyone hold on to the firing ports on both sides. Don't let them get close. The engine wing-based defenses are weak. Maple leaves are corroding in. Cut off the contaminated combat suits. Charge. Sosur has been wounded. His power has decreased by 30%. We are falling. How shocking. That's the hamster tower. Oh no. What's wrong? The average remaining lifespan of the entire city is only 7 days. The protective shield is collapsing, and the core inside can't hold on much longer. We can see the life status of the tower. Not only the tower, but there are 3 breaches in the city wall that are being breached. The defenders' health bars are dropping collectively. There are a large number of aliens gathering in the southwest corner, preparing for the next wave of attack. I'm looking too far. My eyes hurt so much. Your eyes are bleeding. Level 4 balance. Prepare for an emergency landing. Hold on tight. Huh? Is anyone else here? Report the situation. Unit 1 has 9 survivors. Units 2 and 3 have lost contact. We have lost 4 people and have 3 wounded, including the captain. There are 17 crawling aliens approaching from 800 meters in the direction of There are a large number of life signals in the southwest. The indoor defenders are 1.5 kilometers away. Abandon the heavy equipment in the cabin. Take all weapons and first aid kits and break out to the southwest to meet up with the defenders. You have overuse ability. I saw the unlock prompt of Judgment World when I fell just now, but I didn't have time to confirm what Judgment World is. I just know that now is not the time to study. Contact until within 500 meters. They are too fast and are about to catch up. Weakness is in the waist. The tiger armor is the thinnest. Instructor Lei, I need 3 seconds of freeze time. Everyone turn around and activate 3 seconds. Now. Lin Wei, in short, the waist is tired again. Received. Shao Jia. Hey, move forward. Abandon second floor window. Drones drop stun grenades. They have keen hearing and understand. Retreat. Continue to move southwest. Which unit is the new one? Red Light Special Training Camp Tactical Instructor Lei Gang is ordered to provide support. It's Lei Gang. You are still alive. I am the temporary commander of the Tower of the Sky, Qin Shui. There is no time for reminiscing now. The alien will launch its next attack in 10 minutes. There is a tiny gold badge phantom next to his rank insignia. Professor, we ran out of armor-piercing rounds yesterday. Use Molotov cocktails and explosives to attack the joints to buy time until the main turret reloads. The one on the left has an old wound and crack on the joint of its right forelimb. The one in the middle has a gap in the carapace of its upper jaw. The one on the right has the weakest defense at the base of its tail. Let me command the artillery. Artillery. We have no artillery support. Only 2 old mortars. Tell me the coordinates of the gun positions and the type of ammunition remaining. A. Gun position, 27 degrees northeast, distance 220 meters, 3 high explosive rounds remaining. B. Gun position, 250 meters due east, 2 incendiary rounds remaining. A. Gun position. On my command, adjust the bearing to 31 degrees northeast. Adjust the distance to 215 meters. Fire 3 high explosive rounds in rapid succession. Target the middle armored beast's upper jaw. Received, sir. Fire 3 rounds in rapid succession. That will expose the gun position. Do as I say. The ball has been launched. How did you manage to launch 2 incendiary shells from position B, 5 degrees south of east, at a distance of 235 meters? Let's go to position A. What ammunition do you have left? Only one smoke grenade. That's enough. 28 degrees northeast, at a distance of 205 meters. Smoke grenade launch target, 5 meters directly in front of the heavy armored beast. All heavy firepower. Aim at the base of its tail and concentrate fire. Ah, sniper, my heart position. Uh-huh. Awesome. The three-headed heavy armored beast is taken down just like that. Who is that kid? Artillery command. You re-amazing. The golden light in your eyes when you were calculating the trajectory. What's your surname? Donghua, Jiang You. You are Jiang You, the son of Dr. Jiang Tianxing. Commander Qin, do you know Jiang You? You look so alike, especially the shape of your eyes, exactly the same as Dr. Zhang's when he was young. Where's your mother? Ms. Li Wanxiu. Her mother passed away not long ago. Sure enough, Dr. Zhang's biggest worry before he left was you and your mother. Jiang Yu, your father Jiang Tianxing was my mentor in the Tower of the Sky and the person I respect most. 3 years ago, when Tower City fell, he entered here to protect the core research data from being used by the faction to seize power. It's not safe here. Come with me to the temporary command post. There are some things I can only tell you. Now I can say them. Jiang Yu, your father, Jiang Tianxing, 3 years ago, on the night Taching fell, he took the original backup of all the Yuanxue research data and voluntarily entered the Void Rift. What is the Void Rift? It's an unstable channel connecting our world to the Void. 3 years ago, during the Great Cataclysm, thousands of Void Rifts appeared simultaneously across the globe, and something surged from them. But there was one largest rift that had always been hidden deep beneath the Sky Tower. That was Dr. Zhang's research subject. Look, this is surveillance footage from 3 years ago. Before he left, he said 2 things to me. The first was, if my son Jiang Yu is still alive and has awakened the Eye of Life, tell him that the Imperial Palace will guide him to find me. The second was, but if Jiang Yu, the fact that Blood Eyes can see the entire life countdown means that the king and a lava behemoth have locked onto the life energy core of Tower City. Tell him not to come to the rescue. I'll save Tower City first. Didn't the lava behemoth just attack Tower City's core a few minutes before your pursuit? That attack consumed 40% of the shield's energy reserves and cracked the energy core. The life support system can only last a maximum of 3 days. That's what I see, 3 days. You can see the entire countdown. So can you see the lava behemoth's weakness? I see its health bar is very long, but there's an abnormal flow of life energy in one area. About 15 centimeters to the left of the center of its chest, there's a fist-sized area with a stronger life signal than others. The enemy is 20% weaker. His chest is to the left. That's where Dr. Jiang severely injured him 3 years ago with the void support. Although he wasn't killed then, it left a permanent wound. Before entering the rift, Dr. Jiang left me the suppressor blueprints and the only finished product, but the finished product was destroyed in that battle. To recreate it, we need equipment from the Tower City Core Laboratory, which has now been completely melted by the lava beast's earth element. All equipment, materials, and backup data are gone. Commander Qin, urgent military situation. The lava beast is moving towards the second line of defense. He may have to personally charge. Behind the second line of defense is the entrance to the underground shelter, where there are 80,000 civilians. Suppressor, if I could temporarily simulate its effect with my eyes, how would I simulate the void will? That requires precise control of the flow of life energy. A slight miscalculation could lead to. I saw the life energy flow trajectory at the weak point on the lava behemoth's chest. I can try to interfere, but someone needs to lure it to an open area to give me at least to aim. No wonder he's Dr. Jiang's son when he goes crazy. He's exactly like him. I'll be the bait. There are still 3 flying assault mechs in Taching, one of which is the Judgment prototype that Dr. Jiang personally modified. It was originally meant for me. Dr. Jiang said that if my son awakens his blood eye, that mech is the key prepared for him. Jin Shui, this key should be given to its master. All systems online. 5G module, high-frequency cutting blade, dual arms, sky cannon. Remaining energy, 78. The chest core's output is stable, and the mech's rating is S. The pilot's vital signs are stable, but the right optic nerve load has reached the warning threshold. This is the judge's weakness that my father left me. The thickness of the protective shield fluctuates 3 times per second, with each weak period lasting 0.5 seconds. You need to penetrate with enough energy within those 0.5 seconds. Can you hear me? Xiao Jie analyzed the data from his past 3 attacks and discovered a pattern. Before each breath from Yugo's lava behemoth, the weak point on his chest will first contract and then suddenly expand. The shield is thinnest during the expansion, but at that moment, his mouth will open and the weak point will be blocked by the internal structure of his mouth. You can't hit him from the outside. The only attack window is after his breath. 0.5 seconds. That's before his mouth closes. His weakness will be briefly exposed on the inner wall, but you need to rush into his mouth. I see. The mech sensors have already marked the attack path. You're crazy. How will you get out if you rush in? There's an emergency ejection pod designed by Dr. Jiang in the mech. I'll eject after detonating a bomb, but the ejection pod can only be used once, and the timing must be precise to 0.1 seconds. Friend, I can remotely hack into the mech's ejection system to calculate the best ejection time for you, but you need to keep communication open. Please, Xiao Jie, the lives of 80,000 civilians in Jiang You and Taching are in your hands. May Dr. Jiang's wisdom be with you. Countdown 32, that's it. Ah. Charge forward, warning target. Attempting to close mouth pressure index exceeds limit. Xiao Jie disengages, countdown begins. UGE's weak point shield will reach maximum saturation in 2.7 seconds, lasting 0.5 seconds. However, the mech's current position will block the ejection trajectory from the closed flesh wall. So, let's change paths and go upwards. Target detected, life energy core fluctuation source 15 meters directly in front. I'm weak, countdown 1.2 seconds. 0.8 seconds is now the trial pierces through. When the life form is interrupted, the cliff falls. Warning system death reaction triggers biological tissue collapse. Recommendation to immediately evacuate. Yug ejection window. Now eject at an upward 45-degree angle. Ow. Xiao Jia has a slight sprain on his left ring finger. Instructor Lei's old lower back injury is inflamed. Commander, the infection index on your right shoulder wound has risen. How did you know that? Commander, your injury needs immediate treatment. If the infection spreads, it will cause sepsis within 3 days. You can see the injury even with your eyes closed. It's not seeing, it's sensing. All living beings in my perception are like clusters of light of different intensities. Healthy ones are warm white, injured ones are dark red, and the dead ones are grayish black. And the range I can sense now? Within an underground shelter with a radius of approximately 500 meters, there are 83,741 life signals. Among them, 2,103 are seriously injured. Commander, please immediately organize a medical team to rescue people at the coordinates I've indicated. I can see who needs priority treatment. Also, inside the behemoth's corpse are fragments of a prototype void suppressor designed by my father. We might need it to deal with the next monarch-level being. Who told you about this codename? In my perception state, I saw 32 life signals entangled in parasitic energy 300 meters underground, along with my father's personal insignia. Laboratory Zero is a top secret in Tower City. Only Dr. Jiang Tianxing and Commander Qin have access. The laboratory was sealed off 3 years ago due to an accident. But if you've sensed the life signals, it means, are the people in the video still alive? Or are the living things still alive? Is the surgery complete? The right leg fracture has been fixed. The ribs have been repositioned, and the internal bleeding has stopped. But we can't handle Consultant John's right eye injury. It's not a normal trauma, more like some kind of energy overload. Thank you for your hard work. You can go out first. I have something to say to Jiang You. Laboratory 0. What you sensed is real. What's inside? My father left a message saying they are using my bloodline to cultivate judgment container. 3 years ago, on the eve of the fall of Taching, Dr. Jiang discovered that the pyramid was secretly conducting a forbidden experiment, extracting judgment genes from his blood to try to mass-produce artificial awakeners. This was the original purpose of Laboratory 0. But the experiment failed. All 32 volunteers who received the gene-injecting drug experienced severe rejection and were in critical condition. Dr. Jiang ordered the laboratory sealed and all samples destroyed. But the signal I sensed, they're still alive, I don't know the truth. 3 days after the laboratory was sealed off, Tower City fell, and all passages were buried under the rubble. We attempted 2 rescues, but both failed due to a dampness and structural collapse. The last time we detected life was a year and a half ago. If you can sense them, it means the seal may have loosened or the thing inside. Fortunately, it can be transmitted. We need to go to Father's legacy, not just that mech. Right, Commander? "50 meters ahead is the outer ceiling door of Laboratory 0, but the sensors show energy fluctuations inside. The fluctuations are chaotic life signals mixed with strong void energy. The poison is different from ordinary aliens. It's more like a hybrid of humans and void creatures. I see something wriggling behind the door. I need your Jade Talisman. This is the final access set by Dr. Jiang. Only his direct bloodline can open it. If you see this record, it means my bloodline descendant has arrived. First, child, I'm sorry to leave you to face all this alone. This laboratory was once the hope for human evolution, but it has become a prison. My biggest mistake was underestimating human greed and the corrosive power of the void. They were volunteers who believed they could open a new path for humanity, but the forced fusion of the judge's bloodline with void energy will only create monsters. I cannot save them. I can only seal away and wait for the true trial. The judges appeared to give them peace, but the main purpose of this record is to tell you the truth. Your awakened eye of life is not accidental. It originates from the ancient civilization of the judges, a race that once protected the balance of their bloodlines are scattered across various worlds, and they only awaken when civilizations face a crisis of survival. The judge's mission is to uphold the inalienable law of life, but in our world, the void rift has torn open this law. A kind of plundering of life, and humanity is also abusing life. Child, you need to find the lost fragments of the Codex of Life. That is the legacy of the judge's civilization. Only by collecting all 5 fragments can you truly control the power of your bloodline and repair the law of life in this world. I left the first fragment in the core safe of Tower City. The password is your mother's birthday, but be careful. The safe has 3 chances to be wrong. The third mistake will trigger self-destruction. In addition, deep in the laboratory is sealed the prototype of the void. It can temporarily suppress the regenerative ability of alien species. Take it with you, you will need it. Son, whether you forgive me, your derelict father or not, please remember that your eyes are not born to gaze at death, but to shine to protect life. Live on, and then judge the father who deserves to be judged. This is the energy beam emitted by the void suppressor, which can temporarily freeze the target's cells. The duration of regeneration and energy recovery depends on the target intensity. For a monarch-level target, it's only about 3 seconds. 3 seconds is enough. Those cultivation chambers in the storage area, retreat. Something is about to come out. The laboratory storage system has been destroyed from the inside. Those 32 life signals are merging. They've connected themselves together, becoming a hybrid. Yeah, it hurts. Killing the judge's bloodline. They're already dead. It's the conflict between the fragment's power and the void energy that forcibly glued their bodies together. The fragment is trying to purify the void energy. Too strong. Cover. Keep going. Retreat. This thing is unstable and might self-destruct. No, they're calling for help. They're already dead. It's the conflict between the fragment's power and the void energy that forcibly glued their bodies together. The fragment is trying to purify, but the void energy is too strong. Judge, give me release. Commander, please. The void energy concentration in the 3 centimeter area around the fragment is 40% lower than elsewhere. That's its weakness, but the fragment is embedded. The fragments inside the body are gone. No, I need to use the suppressor to temporarily freeze the energy flow in that area, and then personally extract the fragments to transcend the tribulation. Ah, so cold, so cold. Give me 3 seconds. I need to get close to his chest to cover him. Cover him. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh, I'll give you peace. Ah, ah, thank you, buddy. The energy waveform of this fragment is completely identical to that of the Jade Talisman. It contains a massive amount of data flow. I can't crack it. You stole the ability to use it again. The military doctor just said that 7 capillaries in your right eye ruptured. At least they are relieved. This is the safe left by Dr. Jiang. He said the password is your mother's birthday. Password incorrect. Remaining attempts, 2. No, how could that be? Maybe you remembered it wrong, or Dr. Jiang is referring to a birthday that isn't the Gregorian calendar. Your mother only celebrates her Gregorian birthday. Your father would come home early every year on that day to bring her a book of wildflowers. Your parents' wedding anniversary, October 15th. Password error. Warning, third attempt will trigger self-destruct, destroying all items in the cabinet. Only one attempt left. Brother you, maybe we should stop trying and go back to think about it. Jiang You, calm down. Dr. Jiang wouldn't set a password. You can't guess. He must have left a hint. Father, what bloodline are you trying to tell me? Can you see life traces? There have been 7 press records in the last 3 months, but 6 of them were random incorrect attempts. It seems someone from the Phantom Troop tried to crack it, and the earliest record was left 3 years ago. This isn't a static password, it's a dynamic password. The press duration changes, corresponding to dots and dashes in Morse code. Love one can is incorrect. One can isn't the pinyin for mother, but wank is the pinyin for Wanjun. This is father's private nickname for mother. I understand now the password isn't the date, but father's affectionate nickname for mother. The Love Wonka has 9 letters. The keyboard is a number key. The number key corresponds to the old-fashioned 9-key input method on mobile phones. 5683-092-6286. Password correct. Identity verification passed. Welcome to Make Friends. Fragments of the Codex of Life, 5 core laws. Life cannot be taken, only exchanged. Judge's omnipotence unlocked. Life transfer basic description. Judges have the right to voluntarily transfer their own life energy to other life forms to maintain their existence. Transfer ratio. Judge's lifespan can be extended by 1 hour for the target. Warning. This omnipotence is irreversible. The lifespan consumed cannot be recovered by any means. Abuse will result in the loss of Judge's qualification. Life cannot be taken, only exchanged. This means you can use your own life to save others, and you can only exchange for 1 hour a day. This is too unfair, but this is the meaning of Judge. It's not about arbitrarily depriving someone, but about using your own life to measure and exchange when necessary. Commander, the front line has sent a seriously wounded soldier. He has lost too much blood, and the blood bank is in dire need of blood. He can only hold on for 10 minutes at most. His hepatic artery is damaged, and he must be operated on immediately. If he loses more than 40% of his blood, surgery now is tantamount to suicide. He needs a blood transfusion to stabilize him, but the blood bank has just run out of type O blood. The other types will take at least half an hour after deducting blood. Jiang You, don't want to use this ability. You've just been seriously injured, and this is your first time using it. What if Father says that the Judge's eyes are shining to protect life? Activate life transfer. Transfer target number. GX 3345 soldiers need to transfer 8 minutes of blood. Bloodblade's blood pressure has risen. Surgery is possible. Quickly go to the operating room. How do you feel? Something is missing, but I don't regret it. Judge Jiang You is exercising his life transfer omnipotence for the first time. Current life balance, 1,023 days. Please remember that every exchange is a measure of your life's value. Son, if you see this video, it means you have activated the first fragment and understood the meaning of life exchange. But what I'm about to say is something you must remember. The essence of each separation will permanently weaken your life potential. Initially, it may only be weakness, but with increased use, you will accelerate aging and organ decay, eventually. My research suggests that the safe transfer threshold for the Judge's bloodline is approximately 30% of your total lifespan, based on your current 1,024 days. Once the transfer exceeds 307 days, your remaining lifespan will be consumed. This is not a warning, it's a natural law. However, your father has left you insurance. You should have already met Lin Wei, that child. His family are descendants of the ancient guardian bloodline. They have a special physique. Their vitality is more than 10. If you truly reach a critical moment, Lin Wei's bloodline can temporarily replenish your life points. But remember, this is not an unlimited drain. Each replenishment will place a permanent burden on his body. Unless absolutely necessary, do not drag him into this cycle. Your father is not a good father, but I hope you will become a good. Judgment is not killing, but measuring. Protection is not sacrifice, but balance. Take care, You've only used 1 day's life points. When did you use them? Last night, you saved a soldier. From today onwards, unless I give you my written approval, you are prohibited from using the life transfer ability. This is the 37th order. Only half a day has passed today. What should I do? I can't help you at all. Quick, frontline reconnaissance team. Warning. They have all been parasitized by void worms and need immediate surgery. The worms have burrowed into the spine. The success rate of the surgery is less than 10%, and we don't have enough antiparasitic serum. Kill me. It hurts so much. 25-year-old, 31-year-old, and 19-year-old all have. Warning. Continuous transfers will result in cumulative consumption. The actual consumption is approximately 1.5 days confirmed. That's amazing. It's a miracle. The convulsions of the 3 wounded soldiers stopped simultaneously, and their vital signs stabilized. It seems I only have 1,020.5 days left to live. I used it again, didn't I? It's only been 3 days, and you used it twice, Jiang You. Do you think your life is infinite? I've calculated it. Saving these 3 people cost me 1.5 days, but each of them can live at least 30 more years. 1.5 days for 90 years. That's a very good deal. Who allowed you to use yourself as a trade? Didn't you hear what your father said? If you live more than 307 days, you'll die very quickly. Li Wei, if you were lying in there, I would make the same choice. My eyes can see everyone's remaining time. I can see those numbers gradually decreasing to 0. And I clearly have the ability to change this. I can't just stand by and do nothing. So you're planning to bear it all alone until one day you suddenly collapse, and we have to watch you die. You coughed up blood. There's a brief backlash after each transfer, but you recover. Jiang You, listen to me carefully. I don't care if you're a judge or anything else. In my eyes, you're just a stubborn, reckless fool. If you dare to waste your life again without my permission, I'll trade my life for yours. Do you understand? Lin Wei's total lifespan is approximately 11,000 days. Hidden talent. Life resonance. Not yet awakened. Your lifespan is 11,000 days. What? I see your health bar information. Guardian bloodline. Life force is 10 times that of an ordinary person. You can live to be over 100. My family does have a tradition of longevity, but I don't know if it's due to bloodline. So, Dr. Zhang's talk about the Guardian Ho E is true. You have a life resonance talent that allows you to share my lifespan, which is capped at 2,200 days. So, your plan is to use your pitiful 1,000 plus days to save everyone you can until you're completely exhausted. And then, when I find out you're dead, you'll cry and regret not using my life to save you sooner. I won't use your life. Shut up, Jiang You. Remember this, from today onwards, half of your life belongs to me. You can save people, but for every day you use up, you must take 10 days from my share. This is unreasonable. I'm not. Also, what you just wrote is that if I find out you did it a second time, I'll tie you to the bed until you understand. Nearly 200 days. How many people can that save? I'm still thinking about that biopod. My father left a warning about it being opened by mistake, but there are 2 intertwined life signals inside, one warm and one cold. I don't understand, brother you. Maybe I should make a miniature detector. I've already ordered that area sealed off. No one is allowed to approach without my direct order. The fall of the lava behemoth proves that humanity has not surrendered. Touching is still here, hope is still here. On behalf of all the soldiers and civilians, I salute our hero, Jiang You. How could a negative number possibly exist? How could his lifespan be negative? Zhao Zhengwo is parasitized by 10 worms, having already overdrawn his future lifespan by 30 days. Contact transmission has infected 3 people. The commander is parasitized by something called the index finger worm, which is overdrawing his future lifespan and has already infected 3 people. I'm sure my eyes can see that his lifespan is minus 30 days. The 3 people next to him also have negative lifespans. Come to my office immediately after the celebration. This matter cannot be publicized. The commander inspected the cleanup work in the West District ruins 3 days ago. That's the area where the lava behemoth last fell. I retrieved the surveillance footage from that time and found that the commander touched a strange relic while observing. There was a glowing purple crystal fragment next to the lava behemoth's corpse. The contact time was only 4.7 seconds, but the energy toxins on the crystal surface were extremely high. 10 worms could have parasitized that crystal. An infection was completed the instant of contact. What about the other 3 people? The adjutant and secretary accompanied the observation that day and also came into contact with the crystal. Were they infected that night while helping the commander tidy his clothes? It seems to be truly a case of contact transmission. It's like eating worms. There's no record of it in the Void Creature Encyclopedia. Jiang You, can you see how to lift the curse with your ability? Let me try. I saw an hourglass-shaped parasite next to his heart. It's converting the commander's future lifespan into energy to sustain itself. The conversion rate is 10 days worth of lifespan overdraft every day. At this rate, the commander will directly die in 30 days. He died 30 days after his life was exhausted, but he had already overdrawn his lifespan by 30 days. Doesn't that mean he only had 30 days left to live from the moment of infection, and 3 days have already passed? So his minus 30 days means he's already overdrawn his lifespan to the other 3 people had different infection times and different overdrawn lifespans, but the principle is the same. The parasite must be how to perform surgery. A gentler method is needed. Perhaps a life link can be used. What do you need from the advisor? I will use my ability to temporarily link the commander's and the infected's timelines with your healthy timelines. The principle is to use your healthy life force, temporarily sustaining their overdrawn time flow and slowing the curse's speed. What impact will this have on us? We might feel temporarily fatigued and slightly dizzy, but theoretically, it won't permanently shorten our lifespan because it's just how long can this last? With my current control, it can only last a maximum of 12 hours. After that, I'll need to practice swordsmanship again, and the effect will decrease each time. My eyes are bleeding again. It's okay, at least we've bought some time. But this is just a delaying tactic. We must find a way to completely eliminate the substantial worms. This is a private research notebook Dr. Jiang left me before entering the Void Rift, recording some of his unverified conjectures. Dr. Jiang believes that most of the thousands of rifts that appeared during the cataclysm will naturally close or stabilize within 3 years, but a few main rifts will periodically open. One of them is deep underground in the Sky Tower. According to his calculations, the next opening is in 3 days. The rift that will be entered nearby in 3 days is the one he brought with him. He entered with all his research data to prevent the exploiters from chasing after him and obtaining information, but this also means, if he were still alive, he might be trapped in the void realm of Jiang You on the other side of the rift. I know you want to go find him, but moreover, in 3 days, we might not even find a way to eradicate the 10 worms. If Father were there, he might know how to deal with the 10 worms. And the second fragment is in the biopod. Father's warning about the erroneous publication must have a reason. Perhaps that biopod is related to the rift. Yug, something's wrong. That biopod has started to vibrate on its own. The do not open sign on the surface is changing to come quickly. The internal temperature is rising rapidly, reaching 60 degrees Celsius. Moreover, the fluctuations of the two life signals are starting to synchronize. The cold signal is mimicking the warm signal. Oh no, they are merging. That cold signal is the mother of the 10 worms. He is trapped here and now wants to use another life form to escape, retreat, and prepare for battle. Jiang You, you've finally arrived, but it's too late. This voice is exactly the same as the last son. Don't come. In the recording Father left 3 years ago. Your father, Jiang Tianxing, is still alive, but he is now a prisoner, and your world only has 3 days left. Seal off the entire area and activate the Level 3 isolation protocol. When the rift opens, what will we see again? Is that voice your father? Yes, but not entirely. Something else is parasitic in his voice. Monitor him 247. Report any abnormalities to Jiang You immediately. The rift will open in 3 days. I will organize an elite team to enter, but you must decide whether to stay in Tachin to find a way to treat the commander or enter the rift to I will enter the rift, but before that, I need to open the second fragment of the Codex of Life. That may be the key my father left me to deal with the void creatures. The communicator may fail inside the rift. There are only 3 quantum entanglement signalers. I have one each from Jiang You and Lei Gang. I will try to contact them every 12 hours. This is the rift positioning beacon left by Dr. Jiang. If you lose your way, it will point to the nearest stable spatial node, but the energy will only last for 72 hours before the rift. I can see the energy flow inside the rift. There are unstable turbulent areas as well as relatively smooth channels. Follow me. Can your legs hold up? Xiao Jie's modified exoskeleton is fine for short-term movement. I optimized the exoskeleton's cushioning system. Friend, don't worry, you'll fall. I'm all ready. Remember, the other side of the gap is unknown territory. Anyone could be the enemy. Keep formation, lead to the right. I'll cover the rear. May the light of humanity guide you back safely. 3 days from now, no matter the outcome, I'll be here waiting for you. Set off. Jiang Lu's right eye shone brightly with golden light, capturing a relatively stable path amidst the chaotic energy flow. Follow me closely. Don't look around. Stare at my back, or a black turbulent current will sweep in from the side. Energy corrosion is too much. I'll faint. The gravity here is chaotic. The air composition is similar to Earth's, but there are trace amounts of the radiation level is normal. Wait, my detector shows high energy reactions inside those float. Let's find cover first. We're too conspicuous. At 11 o'clock, 800 meters away, there are 5 life forms approaching. They're fast, not the ferocious kind of aliens. The energy is more orderly. I see them. They're real skin creatures. Their skin seems transparent, and you can see the blood vessels. They're wearing exquisite armor and holding glowing spears. Language analysis initially determined it to be high-frequency vibration language mixed with energy fluctuations. Attempting to translate. Intruder detected. Put down your weapons and accept the investigation. We have no malicious intent. We're here to find someone. Jiang Tianxingren scientists. Blasphemers' accomplices. Take down. So sleepy, and what? They're afraid of the bright light. Shao Jia. The signal flare is here. It's here. Attack the chest crystal. That's the energy node. Understand? Damn light. Now I'm not the enemy. I'm looking for Jiang Tianxing to save people. You can directly communicate with life frequency. Who are you? Jiang Tianxing's son. Where is he? Jiang Tianxing was sentenced to permanent imprisonment for stealing the holy water of the Fountain of Life. 3 days ago, he was taken to the Temple of Life for final judgment. What does judgment mean? The highest punishment is life stripping away consciousness, eternal damnation. Crystal, is he still alive? He is currently alive, but the judgment will begin in 17 hours, according to your time, about 36 hours. 36 hours. How long does it take to get to the Temple of Life from here? The temple is at the top of Mount Yaren, at your pace. It will take at least 40 hours. What is your patrol mission? It's not just to catch intruders, is it? There have been signs of Voidworm Mother activity in this area recently. We are tracking her. Jiang Tianxing's reason for stealing the Fountain of Life is that he claims to use the holy water to purify the Voidworm Mother. The Voidworm Mother is also here. He escaped from your world, carrying a human consciousness that he has parasitized. We suspect he wants to infiltrate the Temple of Life and pollute the Fountain of Life. Is the parasitized human consciousness a middle-aged man with glasses? You've seen him before. That's my father. His body has been parasitized by the Voidworm Mother. We must save him and stop the Mother from polluting your holy spring. That might also heal us. The only way the world can be infected by worms. I can feel the resonance of an ancient covenant. According to the law, we should arrest you, but the threat from the Worm Mother is greater. I will take you on a shortcut to Reverse Blade Mountain, but afterward, and I need your promise that if Jiang Tianxing is rescued, he must be given a fair trial for his theft, instead of being devoured by the worm. I promise we will find a way to achieve both. Ahead lies Hidden Vine Swamp, with a prison area. The recently captured otherworldly invaders are all imprisoned there. They are human prisoners, mostly wanderers who have strayed into the rift or scouts sent by our faction. We generally don't kill prisoners, but we also don't release them easily. Will that prisoner say a few words? He might know what's going on around here. The patrol will change shifts in half an hour. Do you know Dr. Jiang Tianxing? You are. Do you know Dr. Jiang Tianxing? You are his son, Jiang You. Dr. Jiang is still alive. He was locked in a mobile cage. He was in poor condition, but very lucid. Did he leave any words, or anything unusual? When he passed by, he suddenly coughed loudly, and then pretended to fall, throwing something on the ground. I picked it up when the guards weren't looking. There were words engraved on it that I couldn't understand. Son, the second fragment of the Codex of Life is in the hands of Princess Arya of the Eldar. He is the only one who can safely approach the Fountain of Life. Find him, and use the Jade Talisman to prove your bloodline. Be careful, High Priest. He's not himself anymore. Princess Arya was imprisoned on Meditation Peak by the High Priest 3 months ago on charges of secretly communicating with the poison god Jiang Tianxing. Take me to Meditation City and find the princess first. Meditation Peak is heavily guarded, and it's a void worm larva. How did they find this place? I see a massive maternal consciousness awakening deep within the swamp. Son, it hurts so much. These beasts are eating my brain. Help me. Jiang You, that's fake. Your father couldn't possibly have that many beasts. No, part of it is really him. His consciousness is trapped by the maternal entity, becoming his vocal organ. His weakness is in his core, protected by layers of tentacles. I'll send a drone with explosives over there. Fresh soy sauce. Let him get close to the core. The fragments are calling to me. The bloodline of the judge has indeed arrived. I want your eyes. Grab them. All fire straight. In the name of the Temple of Life, lay down your weapons. Son, remember, they are prisoners too. Commander, these otherworldly beings. Zilan, you have led the otherworldly invaders close to our territory without authorization, violating the law. Take them all to the temple for trial. Ah, should we fight? Don't. They are not enemies, at least not entirely. Haha, stop. Princess Arya, why did you leave Meditation Peak? The High Priest's order. The High Priest's order is to place me under house arrest, not imprison me. I sense the resonance of the ancient covenant and the stench of the void worm mother. The judge's eyes have finally opened again after 3,000 years. You can speak directly in my mind. My right eye can see the life flow and emotions of plants, while your eye can see the essence of all life. We share the same origin, but go in different directions. I will receive these otherworldly guests. You should return to your patrol posts. The void worm mother has fled to the corruption lands, and we need to increase vigilance. But princess, I will personally explain to the high priest. Now, execute the orders. Princess, this is Captain Thran. Thank you for bringing important guests. You should also go back first. I will take full responsibility for today's events. This is my private garden. The high priest's surveillance cannot penetrate it. You can rest for now. This tree is alive. It is responding to you. All plants have life and emotions, but most races cannot hear their voices. My right eye only. I can see plants. I am the incarnation of the ancient tree of life in this generation. Martial arts and the spirit race have coexisted for 3,000 years. Each generation chooses a princess as a vessel, granting her the ability to communicate with plants. The price is that I can never leave this forest. If I go too far, I will wither. What does incarnation mean? My life is shared with this tree. As long as the tree lives, I live. If the tree is injured, I am injured. And when I die, my consciousness will return to the ancient tree, awaiting the birth of the next vessel. But you are different, Judge. Your life belongs only to yourself. Your eyes can see through the life and death of all things, but you must also bear the weight of the life and death of all things. My father said the second fragment of the Codex of Life is in your hands. We need him, Dr. Jiang Tianqing. He is an idealist. He risked breaking our taboos to save his world, but he underestimated the guardian power of the fountain of life and the high priest's fickle nature. The fragment is indeed with me, but before I give it to you, I need your help. 3 days ago, something infiltrated my garden. It disguised itself as a plant, but emitted a foul, insect-like stench. I can't pinpoint its location. My eyes can see plant emotions, but if it completely mimics a plant, I can't see through it. I found it at the base of a bush, slowly moving towards your position. It's waiting for us to lower our guard. I need your eyes to guide me. My ability can temporarily soothe all the surrounding plants, rendering its mimicry ineffective, but the window is only for a moment. Count to 3, 12. Right now, at Lingwei's 7 o'clock position, 30 centimeters above the ground, is a reconnaissance offspring split from the original mother body. It seems to me that the High Priest and the Mother Body are indeed colluding. Isn't the High Priest your Eldar leader? Why would he collude with void creatures? 3 months ago, the High Priest went alone into the corruption lands to investigate the void worm uprising. After he returned, he changed, becoming paranoid and suspicious, and began secretly conducting forbidden experiments. I suspect the real high priest may have already been murdered. The one now is a clone created by the worm mother body. Therefore, we are going to the Temple of Life not only to save my father, but also to expose the fake high priest. However, the evidence is insufficient. I need your help to find conclusive evidence proving that the current high priest is a void creation. This is a contract. If you help me find the evidence, I will give you fragments and help you enter the temple to save Dr. Jiang. At the same time, I will tell you how to evolve 10 infected worms. What is the evolution method? The water of the fountain of life can indeed purify. The void is corrupted, but the bottle your father stole contained immature spring water with limited effect. Truly mature spring water requires 300 years of filtration by the ancient tree's roots to condense even a single drop. Now, the ancient tree itself is infected with void worm spores. If it isn't purified quickly, the entire forest and all the Eldar who depend on the ancient tree for life will wither within a year. That's why you're under house arrest. You discovered the ancient tree's infection, and the high priest wanted to conceal it. He feared that the truth would be revealed and his disguise would be exposed. So he imprisoned me on the Forbidden Peak, severing my deep connection with the ancient tree. Complete, predetermined life cannot be stolen. Only exchange requires first judging one's own omnipotent heart unlocks life resonance description, allows the protector's bloodline to establish a deep life link, sharing life after aging. Both parties' life values are merged, and ability consumption can be shared. This link cannot be easily established. Once established, life and death are shared, and the maximum lifespan is 2,200 days. What happened? Nothing. First, let's address the immediate issue. Name, Arya, incarnation of the tree of life. Total lifespan, eternal. Shares immortality with the tree of life, but is eternally tree of life infection rate, 27%. Surprisingly, she has infinite lifespan. But what does the eternally alone note mean? Daughter of the previous judge, mother, origin of the family. 3,000 years ago. You have questions about me and about yourself. My father left a message saying you are a descendant of the judge, but you are now the incarnation of the tree of life. What happened in between? 3,000 years ago, the Void Rift first invaded our world. My father, the last complete judge, sacrificed himself to seal the core of the rift, but perished in the process. Before his death, he entrusted me, who was not yet awakened, to the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life used 3,000 years to bind my life cycle to his, granting me immortality, but also depriving me of a complete human life. I can never leave the forest, forever only a sense organ of the Tree of Life. There exists my mother, Lin Wonking, and her family. Wanqing, what a beautiful name. Her ancestors were my father's most loyal protectors, the guardians of the Judgment Clan. After the Judgment Clan fell, the guardians, carrying the Jade Talisman left by my father and a portion of his bloodline, crossed the rift and fled to your world, attempting to continue the Judgment Clan's mission. The Jade Talisman is not merely decoration, it is a suppressor and guide for the Judgment Clan's bloodline. Before your awakening, it suppressed your abilities from going berserk prematurely. After awakening, it guides you to gradually master your power. Your mother carried it with her until it was passed on to you. So she always knew that it knew the family's mission, but not the specific truth. The Jade Talisman Guardian clan lost most of their memories in the long process of inheritance, leaving only the ancestral precept of guarding the Jade Talisman and waiting for awakening. Dawn has broken. Today, I will take you to the Temple of Life, or at least to the outer area of the temple. You need to see with your own eyes the truth about the Fountain of Life. The energy and toxins are off the charts. What are these points of light? They are the life essence naturally condensed deep within the earth. The essence of the spring of life is absorbed and purified by the roots of the ancient tree for 300 years, condensing into a single drop. The entire reverse mountain is actually the largest main root of the ancient tree. Therefore, the spring of life is not spring water, but rather the branches of the ancient tree. More accurately, it is the ancient tree filtering, purifying, and concentrating the earth's vitality over 300 years. Each drop contains a combination of life energy from a miniature ecosystem. Princess Arya, the High Priest, has decreed that no one may approach the core area of the Holy Spring without his personal permission. I am merely showing guests the outer mirror circle. I naturally know that the true core of the Holy Spring cannot be approached. The energy fluctuations of these otherworldly beings are peculiar. They are wary of your High Priest's command. However, it is all right. The mirror spring is enough for you to understand the truth. This is the primary spring water that has not undergone 300 years of purification. Its potency is only 1% of that of the true holy spring, but it is sufficient for research on fragrant oils. Look at it with your own eyes. The Jade Talisman is made by crystallizing this spring water. To be precise, It is crystallized by mixing the blood of the first judge with the spring of life under extreme conditions. It is both a key and a seal, and also a container for bloodline inheritance. H took the jade talisman and my daughter and fled to another world to live and await the awakening of the next judge. The name of the judge, the law of life, Feng Wanqing. This is something our clan has protected for generations. If one day it shines, give it to your child. Mother, will this child need it? I hope not, but fate is never in our hands. Keep going. Your eyes are bleeding. Bloodline memory awakening. The seal on the jade talisman is being broken. Your mother has always carried it, nurturing it with her own life force to ensure it functions properly when needed. That's why her health has always been poor, not because of the hardships after the cataclysm, but because the Jade Talisman Guardian and the Jade Talisman have a symbiotic relationship. Feeding the Jade Talisman will continuously consume life force, but it can also prolong the Jade Talisman's activity. Your mother did it voluntarily. That spring water can also purify the void infection, right? How exactly? A drop of truly mature spring water can purify the void pollution within a radius of 100 meters, but it needs to be combined with the resonance of the ancient tree, which is my ability to guide it. And now the ancient tree itself is infected, and the spring water production has decreased by 70%. Does High Priest Jiang know about this situation? He knows, which is why he is forcing me to make a sacrifice. Using the life force I have for the connection with the ancient tree as fuel, I forcibly ripened a batch of spring water to treat the ancient tree's infection. But doing so would completely burn my consciousness, leaving only an empty shell. How dare he? Arya, you really brought a lone traveler from another world. High Priest, they are guests seeking help, not gamblers. This boy carries the same filthy bloodline as that thief from 300 years ago. His father stole the sacred spring, and now he has come to spy on its secrets. The lineage of the judges is indeed a thief. My father stole the spring water to save our world, and you, in your current state, are you truly the high priest of the spirit race? How dare you? I have guarded the temple for 300 years. How could I allow you, a mere child from another world, to question the high priest? Please stop. They are my guests. Arya, my child, you have been bewitched by these people from another world. The witchcraft infection is worsening. Only by sacrificing yourself can you save the entire spirit race. Are you going to abandon your people who have raised you for 3,000 years for a few outsiders? Since you say my father is a thief, and I am the thief Ho-E, then I am willing to accept the trial. According to the laws of the race, for controversial accusations, the defendant should be allowed to prove their innocence through trials. Jiang You don't. The temple's trial of life and death is a death sentence for all beings in the three realms. You know about the trial of life and death. I only know that if I am truly guilty, I am willing to accept any judgment. But if I am falsely accused, the judge's bloodline will not be bullied. Very well, since you have volunteered, then according to the ancient laws of the spirit race, beings from other realms will be accused of the crimes of the poison god's secret and bloodline contamination. I give you two choices. 1. Confess immediately and hand over those eyes to avoid death. 2. Participate in the trial of life and death. If you pass all three, your guilt will be cleared, and you can make a reasonable request. The princess will be your witness. Do you have any objections? No objections. Then the trial will begin tomorrow at sunrise at the Valley of Repentance. Boy, I look forward to your performance in the trial. After all, the judge's eyes widening in despair must be quite delicious. Are you crazy? You don't even know what those stone chains are. I know, but this is the only way to openly enter the core area of the temple, approach the true fountain of life, and find evidence to expose him. Moreover, I need a reason for Princess Arya to tell me all the information about the trial legitimately. After all, I am now a trial participant about to die. It is reasonable for her to guide me, right, trial participant? Jiang Yu's triple trial of life and death begins now. Each trial has a 1-hour time limit. Failure to complete within the time limit or mental breakdown will be considered a failure and immediate execution. Jiang You, you must come back. Remember, the illusions are all fake, but your fear is real. Overcome your fear. Don't deny it. Accept it. Wait for me. Yes, yes. Antibiotics must be found. The energy structure is completely simulated, but there are a few details that are out of place. The direction of the clouds in the sky is reversed, and the angle of the shadow on the ground is off by 3 degrees. This is an illusion that has been artificially adjusted. Damn trial rules. I can only watch, I can't interfere. Yuer's mother's body knows she won't survive this time. Mom, you will get better. We promise to wait together until the day our home is restored. This is what your father left behind. Go find your father and live well. Mom, look, this is your origin. Your mother's death is the root of all your pain. If you had come home 10 minutes earlier that day, if you had found a more effective medicine, if you had stayed a little longer, wouldn't she have survived? It's all your fault for not coming home sooner. Mom is in so much pain. I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry. Enough. Admit it. It was your incompetence that killed him. You don't deserve to have these eyes. You don't deserve to be a judge. You're right. That day, I wasn't strong enough. I couldn't save Mom. I regretted it countless nights. But Mom's last words weren't all your fault. She said, "Live well." Giving me the jade talisman wasn't to burden me with guilt, but to let me move forward with hope. You wanted to crush me with the deepest fear, but I wanted to look into your eyes not only for life and death, but also for lies. Listen, Mom is gone, but her love remains. I will live, I will find Dad, I will find out everything. I will protect more people to honor her loyalty. Good boy, he really broke through the illusion of inner demons. It only took less than 20 minutes. First, he passed, but don't be too happy yet. Second is the life exchange dilemma. That's the real judgment. The rules. You can only save one side. If you save the left side, 100 humans will survive. If you save the right side, 100 humans will fall into lava. You have 30 seconds to choose. By the way, this isn't entirely fictional. The humans on the left are prisoners in a cage. The Eldar child on the right is Princess Arya's childhood image. Choose. Judge, will you consider the bigger picture or follow your heart? Saving either side will cause the other to die. This is a classic principle. The German tram dilemma. But father said the meaning of the judge is to create a third option. Since both sides need to be saved, let's prevent the bridge from collapsing for now. Life transfer target, stone bridge structure. Duration, 10 minutes. Confirm mutual assistance. Pull the chain up. The child on the right, lie down and don't move. You actually used the judge's life force to strengthen a bridge? That's blasphemy. Life transfer can only be used on living beings. The rules don't say it can't be used on bridges. Besides, I saved everyone, didn't I? What is the third form? Let's start quickly. Time is running out. Interesting, very interesting. The third form is a battle of self. Originally, it was your battle against the clones, but I changed my mind. Since you like creating third options, then here's your third option, facing clones of 3 teammates simultaneously. Defeat them or be killed by them. Oh, I forgot to mention, these 3 clones possess all the combat experience and abilities of their original counterparts, while your 2 teammates are currently protected by my people and cannot offer you any assistance. The third trial begins now. Time limit, 30 minutes. 800 days, roughly 2 years. But if you don't survive this battle, you won't even live to see today. Father said the meaning of life lies in choice, not GIS. My choice is to unlock the judgment world. You've overdrawn too much. The judgment world is a forbidden technique of the bloodline. Every second of its use burns the life essence. If you dare to act recklessly again, I will. Where's my father? That's the time imprint left in his body by the void worm mother. He didn't fully inherit it, but turned him into a living time anchor point used to locate and erode the space-time structure of the 2 worlds. Can it be cleared? Yes, but it requires 2 things, the mature fountain of life and the kiss of life. I can obtain the fountain of life. Although the ancient tree infection has resulted in a scarce yield, it's still enough for one person. The problem is the kiss of life. That requires another immortal to voluntarily divide a part of themselves, injecting eternal life into their body to activate their frozen time flow. The only immortal of the race is me. I am willing to sacrifice myself. What does the sword energy mean? I will lose my immortality and become an ordinary elven race. My lifespan is approximately 300 years. At the same time, the connection to the tree of life will be permanently severed, meaning the Eldar will completely lose the source of the fountain of life. Without the water to purify the void, the infection will spread throughout the entire Eldar world within 50 years. The future of the entire race is at stake. The price is too high to pay for saving one person. But this is not just about saving one person. Dr. Jiang Tianxing has all the research data he collected in the Void Realm over the past 3 years, including how to permanently close the rift and how to evolve the infected world. Saving him may save 2 worlds. The choice is yours, the judge. You are his son and the only one now qualified to make the decision for him. Princess Arya, you became the Tree of Life incarnation 3,000 years ago. What kind of person were you before that? Before, I was just an ordinary Eldar princess who liked to run in the forest, sing to the flowers, and dreamed of one day going to see other worlds. Do you regret being chosen to become the incarnation and being trapped here forever? No, I don't regret it. This was my choice. 3,000 years ago, Wushu was seriously injured in the Void Invasion and needed a vessel to maintain the cycle of life. I volunteered to exchange my freedom for the continuation of the race. Now you have the opportunity to choose again. You saved my father. You lost immortality, but regained freedom. The Eldar lost the Fountain of Life, but gained an opportunity to potentially save 2 worlds. This price, should not be borne by you alone. Humph, Arya, if I use my own. Temporarily feeding this mark with your own life force to stop its erosion might buy you more time. You want to use divine transfer to fill the time mark? That's a bottomless pit, it will drain you dry. I don't need a permanent solution, I just need time to find other methods. Detected the mother mark of the time curse. Attempting to suppress it with life force requires continuous consumption of 10 days per hour. The mark's current erosion progress is 73%. After complete erosion, the target will die. Should we start suppression? Start now, Jiang You, are you crazy? 10 days per hour? You only have 650 days. How long can you last? 65 hours. 2.5 days is enough. Let's find other methods. Tell me, besides the kiss of life, what other method can completely remove the mark? There is a legendary complete codex of life, possessing the power to rewrite the laws of life. If we can collect 5, then let's find the remaining fragments. As for the Lord's future, Shaojia, you previously analyzed the energy structure of the Fountain of Life. If we use technology to simulate the ancient tree's filtration and purification process, is it possible to create artificial spring water? Theoretically, it's feasible. The ancient tree's purification essence is energy frequency resonance and material phase change. If we have enough sample data, plus the Eldar's energy technology assistance, perhaps we can truly create an artificial holy spring and an artificial deep spring. We'll exchange knowledge for time. We'll help you develop artificial spring water technology, and you'll help us collect the fragments of the Codex of Life and revive my father. This is a trade, not a sacrifice. Judge, no? Jiang You, thank you for giving us all a third way. What should we do? Jiang Yu, you've been consuming 240 days of life points, and your health bar has dropped to 410 days. Ah, I hope this spring water can awaken Dr. Jiang. I've been teleported again. You are, Dad, I finally found you. You awakened earlier than I imagined, but also paid a higher price than I expected. Dad, what's with the time imprint? Why did the Void Worm Mother choose you? Because it needs coordinates. Void creatures wanting to invade a world on a large scale must first establish a stable spatial anchor point in the target world. And the Judge's bloodline, because it can see through the essence of life, is naturally the most accurate life coordinate. 3 years ago, after I entered the rift, I quickly discovered the Worm Mother's conspiracy. It wanted to use my body as a springboard to invade Earth. I sealed myself in the biopod and set up a warning of accidental opening to buy time. But the Mother still invaded my consciousness and read the memory and the mimicry of my voice. So the voice that says your father is a prisoner is the Matrix speaking through my vocal cords. He wants to lure you into a trap, steal your eyes. The complete Judge's bloodline allows him to directly locate the core lifeline of Earth. So where is the Matrix now? He's deep within the corruption lands, attempting to open a second permanent rift. We must stop him, but to completely end this catastrophe, we need to close all the rifts. My 3 years of research have revealed that all the rifts are controlled by a void key system. The keys are scattered among 5 psychic monarchs. Only by collecting all the keys can we close the core rift, and the other secondary rifts will also crumble. 5 monarchs. We almost couldn't even defeat a lava behemoth, so we need the complete codex of life, 5 fragments. Only by gathering the bloodline of the Judge can one fully awaken and possess the power to contend with the king. Son, my time is running out. The mark is only temporarily suppressed. The Mother can reactivate it at any moment. Before I lose consciousness again, you must know. Close your eyes and feel the frequency of my memories. My bloodline resonance will allow you to see all my discoveries of the past 3 years. That is the heart of the void. The source of all cracks. Close it, and everything may end. This is the second fragment of the Codex of Life. I've kept it close to my body. Now I give it to you. Have you read its contents? A judge must first judge their own heart. It seems you've already understood during the trials that the power of a judge is not used to adjudicate others, but to examine every choice you make. Son, you have. Princess, you seem more like a judge than I am. My son and his companions will help you find a way to create the artificial spring. I need to stay in the Eldar world. Dad, your body, my body, is the coordinate of the Matrix. If I return to Earth, he will immediately track me. I must stay here and use my last moments to research a way to completely remove the mark. Moreover, the Eldar's energy technology is crucial for creating the artificial spring. You heir, you've grown up. You must walk the path ahead yourself. Collecting fragments, closing the rift, and saving both worlds is your mission and my expectation of you. Dad, wait for me to come back. I will definitely find a way to save you. I believe in you. Go now. The rift's periodic opening has only 1 day left. You must return to Earth before then. This is my keepsake. All Eldar outposts will provide assistance. I will also compile all the data on the ancient tree's evolution as soon as possible and hand it over to Little Jail. Remember, the meaning of life lies in choice, not calculation. Trust your heart. The Salvation Army occupied Vault 13 a week ago. Their leader, who calls himself a prophet, claims to have obtained a miracle that allows him to lead humanity to evolve into a higher life form. An energy barrier has been erected around the vault. My drone cannot penetrate it, but the camera footage shows a large number of life signals inside, at least 1,000 people. We have had several contacts with the Salvation Army. Unlike ordinary survivors, they are highly disciplined, all wearing uniform masks, and seem to be immune to pain. They are under mind control. Each person has a mild mental suggestion mark on their head. The prophet is using the power of the 4th fragment to brainwash his followers. Wasn't the 4th fragment corrupted? Why can it still be used? Corruption doesn't mean it's ineffective. It might even be more dangerous. My father said the power of the Codex of Life can create and distort. The prophet might be using the fragments for some kind of mass modification. The report is that the military sent an envoy to speak with the judge. The judge, through the prophet, invites you to Vault 13 for the final negotiations on the survival of civilization. In the negotiations, you first need to release control of the vault. The prophet says that your father, Dr. Jiang You, left behind research materials containing complete records of the void elixir. He is willing to exchange this part of the material for the 3 fragments of the Codex of Life you possess. How did you get my father's research materials? 3 years ago, when Taching fell, we recovered all the backup data from Dr. Zhang's laboratory. The Prophet has already deciphered 70% of it. Collecting all 5 void keys can permanently close all rifts. The Prophet already possesses 3 of the 5 keys. With the 4th key in our possession, we can sense the location of the 5th key. The Prophet wants to close the rifts, but the Prophet wants to control them, transforming void energy into nourishment for human evolution. Judge, join us. Your eyes can see the essence of life. The Prophet needs observers like you. I need to see the Prophet himself. You've come. Jiang You has more courage than your father. You're extracting their life energy. General Qin, aren't you already dead? No, I only evolved ahead of schedule. 3 days ago, I discovered Jiang Tianxing's hidden research data and tried to close the rift myself, but I was backfired by the void energy. My body is already half voidified, but my consciousness still remains human. I discovered that although void energy is dangerous, it can also give humans power beyond their limits. So I created the Salvation Army to find volunteers willing to evolve. This is not evolution. It is mutation. You are using the power of fragments to distort their will. You are wrong. I am saving humanity. The Earth's environment is no longer suitable for ordinary people to live in. Only by adapting to void energy can civilization continue. Your father's plan for the void key was to close the rift, but what would happen after it was closed? The Earth would be riddled with holes, and humanity would still be eliminated by the remaining alien species and the harsh environment. My plan is different. I will use 5 keys to control the rift, establish a stable energy channel, and plan for all humanity to become a new kind of humanity. You won't live for more than 4 months. In this state, you cannot control the rift at all and will only be swallowed by it. So I need your bloodline as the judge. You can stabilize the void energy. We can cooperate. I will provide the keys and technology, and you will provide the power of your bloodline to create together. If I refuse, that's too regrettable. We can only obtain your bloodline in a more direct way. Everyone is under deep mental control. Their life value is forcibly increased to 3 times that of an ordinary person, but there are rapid depletion marks on the edge of their health bars. They won't live for more than a year. These are my most successful works. They can't feel pain. With superhuman strength and resilience. Can you really bring yourself to kill them? Soy sauce? They're all human. Shao Jie activates the interference plan. Received 3 seconds later, the full-band electromagnetic pulse ends. General, do you think I rely on technology? This is the real plan. Abandon the fragile human body and embrace the power of the void. Energy and toxins are off the charts. The cracks are expanding. At this rate, the entire area will be swallowed up. All troops advance to Vault 13 to support Jiang You. There's no time to wait for the troops. We'll go first. The princess sensed the void fluctuations here. She asked us to bring a gift, a temporarily enhanced Judge Mech. I'll pilot it. Shao Jie provides remote support. Sister Wei, the mech and your neural connection haven't been adapted yet, so let's adapt it on the spot. Xiao couldn't wait any longer. He felt the power of the void was boundless. Come on, grab Li Wei. Stop talking nonsense. How do you stop him? The fragment is the source of his energy. It must be separated. The fragment has already merged with it. Cut it down too. General Qin, do you still remember Qingxue? Your daughter is still waiting for you to come home and touching. Oh, Schwer, what am I doing? Emotions are shackles and obstacles that must be cleared. I understand. The fragment is amplifying his inner obsession and madness. Li Wei, throw me in front of him. I need to contact the fragment. You're crazy. Believe me, the power of the judge is not just destruction. Let me see your obsession. I swear to find a way to make humanity no longer fragile. It hurts. Who will save me? I'm just a necessary sacrifice. I want my daughter Qingxue to live in a world where there is no more death. General Qin, you just want to protect everyone too much, but this law is wrong. Come on. 37 major survivor bases around the world were attacked by the giant python at the same time. Their target seems to be you. It seems I've become bait. Then let's not dawdle. Let me end this apocalypse with my own hands. Jiang You, I can't wait to see the new world.